For the first time in half a decade, the Los Angeles Lakers are entering a season with a superstar who isn't approaching the twilight of his career, but instead just entering his prime. Luka Dončić, at 26 years old, has become the centerpiece of one of the most iconic franchises in sports. Add to that LeBron James still playing at an all-NBA level despite defying age and logic, plus a summer of bold moves to sharpen the roster, and you've got one of the most fascinating teams in the league. But here's the million-dollar question. Are the Lakers truly built to contend for a championship in 2026? Or are they still one piece away from serious dominance? To answer that, we need to rewind, dissect what happened last year, and then look at how the roster has been reshaped. Because while the Lakers are brimming with offensive talent, the flaws of this team remain painfully clear. And what happens next could determine whether they're contenders or pretenders. The story begins with what might be remembered as one of the most shocking trades in NBA history. Halfway through the 2025 season, the Lakers pulled off a blockbuster deal that sent shockwaves across the league. Luka Dončić, one of the most gifted offensive players basketball has ever seen, was suddenly wearing purple and gold. It was a gamble, it was risky, and it completely altered the direction of the franchise. The Lakers had been searching for a new identity. For years, their fate was tied to the greatness of LeBron James and Anthony Davis, a duo that once delivered a championship in the bubble. But as injuries mounted and inconsistencies piled up, that window closed fast. The Lakers needed new life. Luka was exactly that. For the first time in years, the Lakers could say they were building around a young superstar who could anchor them for the next decade. Luka wasn't just a piece, he was the foundation. The excitement in Los Angeles was electric. The city that once celebrated Magic, Kobe, and LeBron now had a new name to chant. But as every Lakers fan quickly realized, trading for Luka was only step one. Integrating him into the system was another battle entirely. On paper, the 2025 season looked successful. The Lakers finished third in the West with 50 wins, boasting a top 10 offense. But the numbers didn't tell the full story. This was not a smooth ride. It was messy, inconsistent, and sometimes downright frustrating. Before Luka arrived, the Lakers were playing well above expectations, but once the trade went down, the dynamics shifted. Luka was still recovering from nagging injuries, still learning a completely different system, and still adjusting to new teammates. From that point forward, the Lakers posted a respectable 18-13 record, solid but not dominant. Yes, Luka, Austin Reeves, and LeBron formed an elite shot-creating trio, arguably the best in basketball. But beyond those three, the roster felt paper-thin. Defensively, a backcourt of Luka and Reeves struggled to contain penetration. Without elite rim protection behind them, the Lakers had to get creative. They experimented with heavy switching, aggressive help defense, and even zone concepts. It was scrappy, it was inventive, but it was also gimmicky. The flaws became glaring in the playoffs. Facing the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Lakers were exposed. Minnesota exploited mismatches at will, punishing the Lakers for switching everything. With no true rim protector, the Wolves dominated the paint and crushed the Lakers on the offensive glass. Meanwhile, the Lakers' offense sputtered. They lacked rim pressure, relied too heavily on jump shots, and failed to run in transition. The result was a swift 5-game exit. A two-way collapse is the only way to describe it. That loss forced the Lakers to confront a harsh reality. Luka was a generational talent, but the roster around him wasn't close to championship caliber. Big changes had to come. Enter the 2025 offseason, where the Lakers front office went all in on fixing the flaws that destroyed their playoff hopes. The biggest addition was DeAndre Ayton, a 7-footer with a 7'6" wingspan and a unique blend of mobility, athleticism, and touch. For years, the Lakers lacked a true pick-and-roll big who could put pressure on the rim. Ayton immediately filled that void. He's not just a lob threat. He can score from multiple levels: the rim, the short mid-range, even extended jumpers. His touch is rare for a big man, and his mobility allows him to thrive alongside a creator like Luka. In theory, it's the perfect match. Luka, one of the greatest pick-and-roll ball handlers ever, finally has a dynamic roller who can finish at the rim or punish defenders who sag back. But the Lakers didn't stop there. They added Marcus Smart, a gritty defender with championship experience. They brought in Jake LaRavia, a versatile forward who can shoot, defend, and provide size. These moves weren't about flash, they were about balance. The Lakers knew their offense would hum with Luka. What they desperately needed was defense, toughness, and versatility. The question now, did they fix enough? Because as good as Ayton is offensively, his defensive reputation has always been inconsistent. To win in the NBA, offense alone isn't enough. The Lakers know this better than anyone. Their 2020 championship was built on defense first. That's why Ayton's role is so critical, but also so uncertain. At his best, Ayton is a long, mobile defender who can contest shots at the rim, switch on the perimeter, and anchor multiple schemes. But he's never been the kind of one-man defensive wall that players like Rudy Gobert or Victor Wembanyama are. His motor effort and consistency have been questioned. He can look dominant in stretches, then invisible in others. That inconsistency forces the Lakers to lean heavily on their perimeter defenders, and that's where the issues start. Luka and Reeves, as brilliant as they are offensively, simply don't have the tools to keep elite guards out of the paint. LeBron, at 40, is still a high IQ defender who makes the right rotations, but he no longer has the agility to chase quick wings. That leaves the Lakers vulnerable. Smart helps. LaRavia helps. Vanderbilt is an elite defender, but a complete offensive liability. Rui can provide size, but struggles laterally on defense. Every lineup comes with a trade-off. If you want defense, you sacrifice spacing. If you want spacing, you sacrifice defense. The Lakers can build an elite offense or a passable defense, but not both at the same time. That's the dilemma. And when the playoffs roll around, lineup versatility is everything. The Lakers don't have a Draymond Green type who can glue it all together, which means the pressure on Ayton and on the coaching staff is enormous. But let's not forget, offensively, this team could be terrifying. Luka Dončić is the ultimate engine. His three-level scoring, his mastery of pace, his ability to hit step-back threes or bully his way into the paint. It's unlike anything the NBA has seen. Over the last few seasons, Luka's rim attempts declined, partly due to injuries and conditioning. But this summer, he slimmed down, dedicated himself to getting lighter on his feet. If that translates into more rim pressure, paired with his already lethal shooting and passing, we could be witnessing peak Luka, a version of him that dominates every possession, forces defenses to collapse, and creates wide-open looks for everyone around him. That's where Ayton becomes lethal. Defenses have to choose: collapse on Luka and leave Ayton open on the roll, or stick with Ayton and let Luka cook one-on-one. Either way, the Lakers generate high-value shots, surround them with shooters like Reeves, Rui, LaRavia, or even Dalton Knecht, and the offense becomes nearly impossible to stop. LeBron still adds another dimension. Even in his 40s, he remains one of the smartest players in the league. He can run pick and rolls himself, bully mismatches in the post, or push in transition. Reeves is more than just a shooter. He's a crafty secondary ball handler. The Lakers' offense is versatile, unpredictable, and potentially the best in the league. The ceiling is sky high. But in the NBA, balance matters. And that brings us back to the core issue. Can their defense hold up? So where does this leave the Lakers? The honest answer is complicated. Offensively, they check nearly every box. Defensively, they're shaky. Playoff basketball punishes weaknesses, and the Lakers have plenty. Their rotation is filled with if players. If Ayton commits defensively, he can anchor the paint. If Marcus Smart stays healthy, he gives them perimeter toughness. If LaRavia develops, he becomes a two-way forward. If LeBron can still summon vintage bursts, the defense has a safety net. That's a lot of ifs for a team chasing a championship. In the regular season, their offense may be enough to power them to 50 wins. But come playoff time, when possessions slow down and defensive versatility is king, the Lakers may run into the same wall as last year. The Western Conference is stacked. Denver, Minnesota, Oklahoma City, and Golden State all have deeper, more balanced lineups. For the Lakers to beat them, Luka has to be transcendent, Ayton has to deliver, and the supporting cast has to fit perfectly. But here's the key difference. This isn't championship or bust. Luka is signed long-term through 2030. At 26, he gives the Lakers something they haven't had in years: time. They don't have to rush. They can experiment, retool, and slowly build the right core around him. This year might not be the year, But it could be the start of something massive. What we're witnessing is the dawn of a new Lakers era. The LeBron AD chapter gave fans one unforgettable championship, but this next phase, the Luka Dončić era, could define the next decade. The Lakers aren't perfect. Their defense is flawed, their rotations limited, and their roster still searching for balance. But they have the hardest piece to find, an offensive superstar in his prime. From here, it's about patience, development, and smart moves. Because if Luka really is entering his peak, if Ayton grows into a reliable two-way big, if LeBron continues to defy Father Time just a little longer, and if the Lakers nail the supporting cast, this team could become a dynasty in the making. And that's the beauty of it. The Lakers don't just live in the moment. They sell hope, legacy, and the dream of greatness. Right now, that dream is wearing number 77 and redefining what Lakers basketball looks like. So, are the Lakers contenders in 2026? Maybe. They're dangerous, they're exciting, and their offense could be the best in basketball. But championships are built on balance, and until the defense catches up, they might still fall short. What's undeniable is this: the Lakers are building towards something. Luka Dončić is locked in, and the future is bright. Whether this year ends in a parade or another frustrating playoff exit, one thing is certain: the NBA just entered a new chapter of Lakers basketball, and the rest of the league better be ready. So I'll leave you with this. What do you think the Lakers need most to turn this into a championship roster? Is it a defensive anchor, another scorer, or just time for chemistry to grow? Let me know in the comments, because the future of the Lakers is a debate no fan wants to miss.